Okay, if you've watched some of our videos, you'll know that we keep the videos short because we try to be right to the point, get you in, get you out, give you an overview of a particular feature. Uh, Today we're going to give you a much deeper dive into some of the just the back end deeper capabilities. Uh, as we mentioned in our videos, Label Connector for QuickBooks Enterprise is a deeply integrated product that exhumes data out of lots of places in your QuickBooks Enterprise that you can leverage. Some of these places you may not even be exploiting in your QuickBooks yet, but when you start wanting to do labels, sometimes you need more granularity, more data input values that give you some separation of data, let you lay out the label so that you can have different elements in different places. But so what I'm just opening up with here is I've got this sales order opened up in Label Connector here. So we try to mimic, the capabilities of QuickBooks Enterprise by giving you some header data and then the line items, and there's lots of built-in capability here that I'll get into um, in a little bit here. So we've got the label connector interface, but let's go into the deeper dive of QuickBooks itself. Okay, so here I've got a sales order open. As many of you may or may not know, you can get into the formatting section um, of your QuickBooks Enterprise sales order area, and you can um, choose to elect certain fields to show in both the header and the line items. Now, 99% of these data elements we support in our designer to pull into your label from the header, all the important ones, anything you would ever want to have on a label, that other one and other two are particularly good ones. In the header here, it's just other field in sales orders, but and then in the columns, we also take advantage of pulling in any of this data, anything that's supported by the API, other one and other two, and those can be renamed to things that you want to repurpose in the grid. So this is in the grid how you can customize your grid. And what I did was to kind of take it to an order of magnitude deeper here. Um, I'm exposing a couple of the custom item fields that I've created, and I'll get into the logic behind those. But we made one called quantity per case, and that's like if you want to kind of put in the package quantity that you pack things in. And then I just added kind of a rudimentary one, color. So I've got two custom fields here that I've got showing in my sales order. Um, so we'll go over an example here of how to use that. But basically, um, we can pull all of the header data from the sales order and the line item data, and we can drive printing labels using these quantities that are on the sales order, or we can change the logic to just produce like one label per line item as I show here. Some people just want to have one label printed with quantity 35 on it. Other people want to print 35 labels for this item and 3 labels for this item. So we can do that. Um, we can pull in this custom field value that's being exposed here and shown onto the grid here, and then we and see you can get the quantity per case value here, and then you can also edit this value in the line items, so you can have other fields that um, you may want to be able to just at the time of creating the order expose a custom field, leave the default value of the custom field to just be blank in the item definition, pull it in here and type it in here, and we can put that on the label. Or we can just print the value that you predefined for this hook item, and just print that onto the label as well. So basically we can pull the related information. So here you've got the hook item on this order, okay, but in the item list we can fetch the details of the item itself, like the barcode value, these description values, and then at another level, so we're going to a double related layer here, we can pull the custom field values, as I mentioned earlier, that are defined here. again, or you can leave it blank and then you can edit that into the order. And there's lots of reasons to want to do all these things. It just depends on the way you're processing your orders. Now this logic is true of any of the order types that we support in QuickBooks. Purchase orders, invoices, sales receipts are the big ones. So you can pull in the related data to the item itself, which is the custom item fields, and then if that item is on the order, then we can pull in, the particulars of the item, or we can pull in, the order data itself, as I showed you here. So basically, I want to show you just kind of one other piece of logic that we can do here that's sort of a more advanced feature, but basically inside the sales order settings screen, you can enable a field up here to use the quantity per container to break down how many labels you're going to print into fewer quantities, because if you pack them in quantities of 50 or something, then you wouldn't want 300 labels. In the case of the hook here, you would just want 300 divided by 50, which is 6 labels to print, right? So if we enable this feature, I can then select which custom item field I want to do the division by, and then save that setting. So then when I then research this order again, it takes a little bit longer because it's doing some calculations as it displays it here, but basically you can see now on that last item here, here I got to change one other setting. We'll also change in the sales order setting to not do one label per item, but to do the sales order quantity per item, and then now it'll divide by that quantity per case value. So if I save that, okay, and let's say get order one more time. So it's kind of doing the calculations, and you see in this case the print label quantity is going to be just 6 because the quantity per case, in this case is 50 that we defined in the custom item field, right? So the sales order quantity was 300, but we're only going to print 6 labels because 300 divided by 50 is 6. So that kind of gives you a feel for some of the more advanced things you can do in Label Connector. So if we were to go ahead and just print this, we'll just select just this last item here, and then I'm going to select the template here because I've been making changes to it, but we remember all of these values, so you don't have to select the printer each time and you don't have to select the template. We'll just print this one item so you can see what that will produce on the screen here. And I'll have to pull this over because I've got the PDF here. So okay, I've got a QR code on here, but basically you can see it printed one label. The quantity on the label is 50. The quantity that we printed was 6 labels here. So let's see if I can show you that. There's 6 pages here as I scroll back through those. So we got 6 labels. I kind of had this QR code on here. I was doing testing with something else, but you can see that we produced the 6 labels that we said we would. And we can expose all kinds of things to print onto the label here. If you go into the designer briefly, I'll show you kind of what this label looks like there. And you can see we got all kinds of data source capabilities. So if we were to add a text field here, you can see we can pull in all kinds of data. So this is just for sales orders now, like all the shipping information, other 1 and other 2, the other from the header, all of the custom item fields that are defined in our QuickBooks right here now, manufacturer's part number. So we're deeply integrated here to QuickBooks Enterprise for your benefit, right? Because you're doing more complicated things than with a simpler version of QuickBooks or with other programs. So we dig that data out for you, and you can also do just static fields on here if they're not going to be pulled from QuickBooks. And that's what these titles are here: logos, barcodes. We support it all. So so that gives you kind of a deeper dive into again, leveraging these capabilities in the customization section of QuickBooks and the columns customizing that you can do using the custom item fields and exposing them and making them show, and also fields from the header, as well as custom fields. Customer custom fields can be used as well from that section to, again, like, leverage that data in QuickBooks. Now you're just entering that order into the label connector search, and up comes that order, and you don't have to one by one make labels for each item. We're just going to drive the labeling right from the orders, and we can do this, as I mentioned, from using purchase orders, sales orders, invoices, sales receipts, which are popular among e-commerce companies. We can use the receiving transactions. We can also make use of the build assemblies that you create in QuickBooks, and we have specialized videos in each one of those. And then for people that are just kind of wanting to just label things generally, we can synchronize and use all of your item data, including the custom fields, so you can just print using just items. I suppose I'll just show that briefly here, but we mimic the same searching kind of capability here to find an item in the label connector software. So we'll go into that screen just briefly. So if I make this a little bigger here, go into the item list screen, and if we just sync the items here, and you don't have to sync every time. Once we sync it, we've got the items for you, and you can use the item list here. You can search this and filter it in various ways. You can add these items to a queue so that as you're queuing them up, you can put together a list of things you want to print. We can pull the serial numbers and the bins for these labels. We don't show it here because one item can have many bins, right? So we look at the inventory data for that. So hope this kind of helps you get an overview of some of the deeper functions that we support with Label Connector for QuickBooks Enterprise. Definitely your solution for deep integration to QuickBooks Enterprise, not just ODBC or some simple connection to one table. We're pulling all the orders and all the associated and secondary associated data to those orders onto the labels for you without retyping. Thanks. Retype.